You guys, waiting for my car to charge. Trying to get some free juice. Am I right? You guys know I'm right. You guys know I did it. We're at a dealership and we're charging our car, getting some free juice. I couldn't tape by the car because we're playing some music and it get a copyright strike. So we're gonna just look at some cars. Am I right? You guys know I'm right. You guys know I did it. We're on the sidewalk talking with you guys. Appreciate you being here. Looking at cars. They don't have a lot of cars in any dealerships, I noticed. I go to a lot of dealerships because I charge my car, get the free juice. Hey, Retired Red. How you doing? Good to see you. I know you did it just like Chad did. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. We're going to be charging our car and looking at some cars. Not many cars to look at the dealership here. Thanks for joining me. It's getting dark, so we can't stay on too late. But how's everyone's night going? I haven't been on in a while, so I figured I want to at least get on and say hi to everyone and get some free juice at the car place. Oh, your dealership wanted to buy your vehicle back? That's cool. It's always tempting to buy. I love cars, but I don't like to look at them because it makes me want to buy another car when my car is fine. Yeah, look at this. Well, okay, there's some cars here, but hey, that's okay, Broken Dishes. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Unfortunately, Chaz isn't with me tonight. We're just, I was just charging my car, and I figured I'd get out and say hi to everyone too. It's getting late anyways, so we're not gonna stay on too late anyways. Oh, look at that sun, looks nice going down or whatever. A lot of traffic out. How was everyone's day today? I got a lot of SPTV feeds to catch up on later. I think Aaron went on a few times. I didn't even catch it. Yeah, where'd that? I was thinking already. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're just charging my electric car at the dealership here, and figured I'd see what's up with you guys. Trying to get some exercise too, a little walking. Hope everyone had a good day. Starting to cool down. Wow, look at these car. I cannot believe car prices. You're talking that 2021, 30 grand for a 2-year-old car. All these car prices are high, I think. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old grumpy man nowadays. Oh, wow, 100 plus. I don't know if I could deal with that. Even from going to the house to the car. I guess you get used to it, right? Wait till that truck passes. You know why I go to the dealership to charge is because it's free. I mean, someday they'll charge when everyone drives an electric car down the road, but right now it's free. You just plug in and like I'm just topping it off. It'll take, by the time I walk back to my car, it'll be charged like 10 minutes. People think it's so inconvenient. It's 440 volts, the one I use. Like I said, I can't really walk back to it because I'll get a copyright struck. You know the dealers, they do the play the music But yeah, if you're just topping it off, it takes about 10 minutes to charge it up. The way they got it set up, it looks like it's going to be free for at least a couple of years. But no, it's nice to, I mean, all my life I've driven, obviously, what other choice was there? Driven gasoline cars, never got a free gallon of gas, but been driving electric cars well, I've been driving pure electric for 3 years, and I get as much, how could you blame me? I get as much free electric as I could. But usually what I do is at Tim Hortons next to the dealership, so I'll just go get something to eat there, get a cup of coffee, but they're closed now, so you overcharge your solar in the event you get an electric car. That's cool. I got the solar too. Just for the, it's got a big loan on it now, but someday it'll be paid off. Hey, Hilton, thanks for joining us. Oh, KCOB, hey, thanks for joining us, everyone. Retired Red, Aaron, COB, Electric, or no, Retired Red. But yeah, no, I love the solar with the electric car. Even though there's, loans on both of them, someday they'll be paid off, and, if there wasn't so much traffic, I'd walk over to that dealership just to walk the sidewalk, but I don't really think that's a good idea with all the traffic. It's a nice night now. Hope the sun's going down and where everyone lives. We're still getting the air pollution warnings. I don't know if it's still from Canada or somewhere, but all over the Skyway earlier, it was telling me about the air pollution, and I did smell it. So I don't know what's going on or where that was. I didn't really watch the news like I should have. But so that's that. So that's across the street. That's a big Ford dealership. It goes from there, and then it goes to there. Like I said, it's a little too busy to cross the street. But it is nice out here. Western is a pretty fair dealership overall. So it was a 90s Cadillac there. Looks good shape. Buster. Hope everyone's having a good night. Was that a Mazda Miata? That's a cool little car, huh? Dave Miscavige has one of those, from what I hear of one of the stories. Yeah, me too, Retired Red. I don't really, you don't really see too many out here in Buffalo because of the salt. I mean, you get a couple people that buy them from the southern states and bring them up, but you don't see, I do like the older cars too. I wish we had more of them. Like I said, the salt, they go heavy. That's one thing that Buffalo does, is they do go heavy on the salt. It does destroy the cars. I don't know about other places, but at least out here in Buffalo, you can't really keep, unless you have a garage, you only drive in the summer. I like the 80s cars because I grew up in the 80s. Oh wow, no salt where you live? That's cool, Retired Red. Yeah, that's great. Poe was telling me in Michigan they don't even have the yearly state inspections in Michigan. I'm envious of that because we have inspections here. I know they're for a good reason. They don't want no one's brakes failing and stuff, but sometimes they get a little picky. But it's for a good reason, I guess. They should keep it to just the really basic brakes and tires and stuff, though. They really nitpick on everything. West Her, your new car awaits. Oh, hey, Ellie Mae. Great to see you. Canada rules. Just charging up my little electric car, if you can see it in the background. I was gonna do a stream to show people how to charge an electric car, but they're playing music over there by the car, and they would get a copyright strike, so I can't do that. So we did a little sidewalk chat here. Gonna be ending in a minute, but I haven't been on in a while. We're gonna get back to it. I was scouting some locations earlier today, but I didn't feel it, and I don't want to just go on, just to go on. You know what I mean? That's not. I like the sidewalk talks. I'll do those anytime. It's good exercise, and it's always great to see people. How's your day, Ellie Mae? Maybe I'll take one more walk. Surprised at all the traffic for a weeknight and these loud cars. We're not going to stay on too much longer. It's going to get dark soon. But like I said, it's been a while since I've been on. And yeah, it's great to see everyone. Excuse me. Hey, Dennis. Dennis, let me read your question. What reality is this? Head for the trees. Yeah, we're just doing this is a random one. We're doing a sidewalk talk. Just charging my car in the background here at the Chevy dealership. We walked the sidewalk. Maybe we'll walk it one more time. Yeah, mine's fully electric. Just a little Nissan Leaf. And I've had it about 3 years. Obviously I love not buying gas. Some people think it's inconvenient, but I mean, I'm used to it now. I started off with the plug-in hybrids, like the Prius plug-in, and I had a Chevy Volt. But problem with that is you still have to get oil changes if you got a plug-in. It's a great bridge for people not ready. It's hard to make that leap to all electric, but I got sick of all that stuff, oil changes, and with the electric car, with the like I said, I'm charging for free at the dealership here. I can't do it really when my son's around. He don't like waiting around too much, but I guess we could do it for the, short distances like this. The car is fully charged. I've been out here 14 minutes. I'm sure it was fully charged at around 10 minutes just to top it off. People think that's inconvenient. Usually, like I said, I would go get a cup of coffee over at Tim Hortons next door. They were closed, so I'm like, well, maybe it's an opportunity to say hi to everyone. Let's see. Dennis asked, "Is this the flattest state on Earth?" I guess so. I guess I don't really get out that much, so I don't know any other states. Yeah, that might be an issue, Ellie Mae, with the. For you, I'd probably recommend to get your feet wet, get a plug-in like a either a Chevy Volt or the plug-in Prius is nice. It gets I can't exactly remember. But some of the plug-in Priuses get like, I think, no, I don't want to misquote myself. Hey, Z free Z new project. Let's see. How many miles do I get on a full charge? On a day like today, I get 150, but I never use anywhere near that. Like it went down to, I don't even look at how many miles I have per charge. So like today, excuse me. Today I did some traveling, and just so I didn't have to plug it in at home, I went to a different charger, charged up, maybe an hour or two. But it's not like I was bored. I was doing stuff in the car, and it was not inconvenient at all. But this is optional. Usually you just plug in at night when you're sleeping. If people could plug in a cell phone, they could. Mine's completely electric, Nissan Leaf. But yeah, I recommend a plug-in hybrid for anyone that's starting out with electric, especially like Ellie Mae. She does a lot of traveling. There's a learning curve for sure. I've just had so many of these cars that I know where all the chargers are in the towns, and I know, stuff like that. But and mine's old, Dennis. Mine's 2018. I bought it used, 2 years old, 3 years ago. So I bought it in 2020 to 2023, and the newer ones get, way over 200, 250, 50 or 60. The Chevy one is, which it's a little smaller than that Malibu there. I don't really want to trespass too much on their lot here. Yeah, definitely I'd recommend a plug-in. You'll save the money in in gas, and then I don't know about Canada. You guys probably do have some government rebates. I know we have some big ones in the U.S. I forgot what they were because I bought my car. I took advantage of them years ago, but my car was used, so I didn't. Actually, nowadays they have them on the used ones too, but no, it's a win-win. Even a plug-in hybrid's a win-win. I like the plug-ins too because when you're on electric with the plug-in, let's put it this way: when you have a pure gas car, that engine really gets beat on. When you're in electric mode, even half the time, it saves a little bit, at least in my opinion, on the engine. And I certainly wouldn't recommend a car that I didn't like. I had to get for my I had to pick up a gallon of gas for someone that I know, and I was with my son, and he said that was the first time he actually ever in his lifetime smelled gasoline. Maybe he doesn't remember, but I have taken him to a gas station when he was younger, when we had the Prius. Yeah, definitely, Dennis. Yep, that's true. Electric uses fewer parts, hence less friction. Yep. But obviously, some people maybe don't realize it, and maybe I wouldn't either. But the pure electric cars, there's no oil changes, so there's no tailpipes, there's no tune-ups. There's really, you got brakes and steering and tires. I've had tires replaced on my car. I had back brakes because I needed a caliper, but other than that, there's no real engine to go, Yeah, no oil changes if you get someday a pure electric. And obviously there's no tailpipe. There's no emissions testing. None of this stuff. Yeah, I know. This is a big thing. We've had gas cars for a long time. Yep. Yeah, no potato in the tailpipe. That's true. No tailpipe. I'm teaching my kid the spot. when he wants to know if a car is electric, I said, well, Jim, look for a tailpipe. No tailpipe, no engine. And then I said, check the front. If you see, you know, what they call a grill, where you could, a traditional grill where you get the airflow. Well, electric cars don't need those, so they typically don't have it. So he knows to look for the tailpipes in the grills. So he does like to look for those. That's funny, Terry. I'm going to read that one. Terry says, Chad wants a world where no one remembers gas cars. Tom Cruise wants a world where no one remembers SPs. That might be some merch ideas there. Ellie Mae says, some of these electric cars are very quiet, aren't they? Yes, they are. A little too quiet. Mine at least has the backup noise, which a lot of newer cars have anyways, but it doesn't make the artificial noise, which it probably should, but I'm a pretty slow driver, so yeah, they are silent. That's why when I'm on the corner and I'm like, I can't believe how loud these cars are. So that is one good thing, they are silent. And the you wouldn't believe the acceleration. Yeah, when you're parked, well, I mean, when there's no one around, like on a highway, you can speed a little bit, but I go real slow, like on the side streets when there's kids and stuff. Yep, Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise said, we're going to read about SPs in the history book someday. Let's see. Ellie Mae says, how often would your battery need to get changed? Well, it's got a 12-volt battery like a regular car, just like, you know, those last 5 years are $200 probably, and mine's still original. And then the expensive battery should last the life of the car. My car has 60,000 miles. It still goes all the way to 100%. And then there really shouldn't come a day where the battery just dies. It just loses. Hypothetically, it would excuse me. Hypothetically, it would lose charge like a cell phone and not go to 100%. Mine goes right to 100% with 60,000 miles. I got either 2 or 3 years left on the loan at most. And then, you know how it is. As soon as you pay it off, you got to buy another one. I could probably drive this one a couple of years after the loan. There's no real parts that are going to break down on it. Of course, I get new tires. Snow tires to live in Buffalo. But tires and brakes. And maybe when it gets older, suspension and steering parts. It's not really much more to. In worst case, if the battery dies, that'll be well over. No, it should never die. I mean, the battery. Let's see. The battery develops the memory over time. Is that what you're saying? I guess that's true. I don't really know the ins and outs of that, but yeah, I know, Dennis. That is one thing. I used to get all seasons in the summer and then switch to winters, but that got just as expensive or more. So now I just buy snows, and they don't last long. That's just kind of. I should go back to putting all seasons on in the summer, but I mean, summer's only 6 months in Buffalo, so it's kind of a lose-lose. You kind of one of the things. Yeah, you just kind of expect to spend a lot of money on tires. Dennis says AAE approves of electric cars. That's cool. I don't know what that. Yeah. Oh, AI. Okay. Oh, AI is 1,000 times. Oh, I'm sure it is. AI is 1,000 times smarter than us. Definitely. Oh, speed ratings? Okay. Hey, Shell, thanks for joining us. We're just walking the sidewalks, looking at cars. I was charging my electric car. It only took 10 minutes to charge, just topping it off. So it was... Oh, you were asking? Sorry, I don't know much about AI. Yeah, we're talking the sidewalks. I haven't been on in a while. I was going to go on earlier, but I felt it. You know, you got to feel it. I'm not just going to go on, you know. I was out in Buffalo looking for locations, but nothing hit me. But yeah, thanks for joining us, One with Cats. I keep saying we're going to leave soon, but we keep talking, you know, about electric cars and stuff. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just reading the comments. Hey, at least we got some exercise, huh? You jog barefoot in Hollywood? That's cool. Can't do that around here. So you can see the concrete. Gets pretty beat up with the salt. At least the traffic's dying down a little bit. All right, guys. I think we're going to say goodnight. I thank you guys very much for joining me for Sidewalk Talk. Let's see, we'll go back to the comment. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. It was great to see you, Ellie Mae, everyone. Great to see you, Free Zenu, Retired Red, Free Zenu, Dennis, Chow. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. Michelle, Ellie Mae, Terry. All right, sorry if I missed anyone. Have a great night, everyone. This was a pleasure. Bye now.